Hi, and thanks for being here and starting off another week of programming with me. It is, of course, Monday. It's been a pretty nice day across the eastern Kentucky and viewing area weather-wise, and I'll be honest with you, one of the nicest forecasts we've had in quite some time, and most definitely one of the driest. We are due. Be glad to part with you this evening going out on the forecast, which will be right before I make my way across the street to cover this evening's Sagersville City Council meeting. The McGoffin County Fiscal Court also set to meet tomorrow, and then we have the Board of Education later on this week. So just a few of the things I'll be working on as the week progresses. Tonight, however, I so hope this is not going where it looks as though it's going. COVID numbers are kind of what we have been talking about, at least the possibility of being tonight. Local numbers, an outbreak as it is defined here in McGoffin County. Also a number of cases to report today from the health department. And of course, Governor Beshear today speaking to Kentuckians about the Delta variant. And we have some other data from his address. And I will show you in the parade itself and then take you to the Mountain Arts Center wrapping up coverage of this year's Hillbilly Christmas in July event. I'm still waiting for further details, but it appears as though a body has been discovered, a decaying body in neighboring Knott County. Post 13 said they were notified, Kentucky State Police that is, Saturday afternoon or shortly after 5 o'clock that a body had been discovered in Pine Top. What we understand at this hour is that more specifically it was near Bill D. Branch off Kentucky 582. Authorities have only released limited details at this time, saying that the remains, have been sent to the state medical examiner's office for an autopsy, and they were unable to make any type of a positive ID prior to. They also say that it appears as though the body has been in that location for some time, several days, based on the rate of decay. No other information, no other possible leads or details as of this time, but I will have those for you just as soon as they are available. Just in a few seconds, we'll hear from Governor Beshear talking about the Delta variant. We're seeing numbers that are starting to pop up all across not just Kentucky, but the nation that are really starting to become troublesome and could signal going back to where we were case-wise, death-wise, and the like. Locally here in McGoffin County, we'll have our Public Health Director, Pete Shepard, with us later on in the week, but I have some data for you at this time. 5 cases reported in McGoffin County today, those believed to be over the course of Sunday and today. So 5 cases to report. That's the single highest 2-day total, if you will, that we've had in months for McGoffin County. 5 cases yesterday and today reported by the McGoffin County Health Department. Over the past several days, 12 days, going back to July the 7th, there has, as an outbreak, is defined of 5 or more cases that come out of any one location, event, or likewise. An outbreak which has been declared at a McGoffin County church, as 8 positive cases have come out of a service or services there. 2 of those people are hospitalized at this hour. Shepard tells me that a small child, an infant at the age of approximately 1 or so, has been taken to the emergency room for symptoms but was not hospitalized. There's also at least 1 other McGoffin County who's been hospitalized now for the past few weeks as a result of COVID. So currently 3 in the hospital, 8 positive cases coming since July the 7th out of a church service or services, and 5 cases reported today here in McGoffin County. Shepard spoke with state officials just last week, I believe it was, and their indicator to him was that based on data and trends and cases that we are continuing to see and the lack of continued vaccinations, they expect the case numbers to double here in the state of Kentucky within about a week's time. We'll hear what the governor had to say on that matter in just a few moments, but right after these messages, let's see how the Hillbillies did for Shriners over the course of the weekend. I'll be right back. There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved. Welcome to East Kentucky's premier vape and CBD shop, offering all natural tobacco alternatives and everything vape and smoke shop related. Everything you're looking for and everything you're not. Best quality, best prices, best service.
Come to Appalachian Smoke Shop for all your tobacco alternatives and accessories, as well as products like CBD, kratom, and legal THC that people are telling us they're using to treat pain, anxiety, depression, difficulty sleeping, and lack of energy, as well as just for overall wellness. Make it your one stop, Appalachian Smoke Shop.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Summer is here, and the deal on the iPhone 12 mini just got even hotter at Appalachian Wireless. The iPhone 12 mini comes with massive features and is the perfect pocket size. Best of all, Appalachian Wireless is offering the iPhone 12 mini for just $1 with a 2-year contract. Good things do come in small packages, and it's the iPhone 12 mini on the region's best network. But don't wait. This deal won't last long. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Well, this officially marks the 17th year done, over and in the books for Hillbilly Christmas in July. Over the course of 16 years, as I've told you, and founder Jimmy Kinney has told you, they've raised about $1.5 million in cash and toys and playground equipment and the like, all in support of our kids. The 7-county area that they focus on currently has anywhere from 1,000 to 1,100 kids seeking services right now from the Shriners Hospital. It is that important to our children, as is this event, because they have gone a long way to raise that much money. So, as we've been telling you and prefacing Saturdays and Sundays event, actually Sunday only, they canceled the Kids' Day in the Park. That's going to be held on July the 31st in Pikeville. But they had to forego their normal way of doing things because of COVID and some other factors. So they had a new format. Instead of biking, motorcycles only all the way to the Shriners Hospital and taking toys and donations, they planned the parade, starting in Pikeville, making a loop here in Sagersville, and going back to the Mountain Arts Center. And all in all, it went very well and serves as a very good platform for them to build on and expand next year.
Today was pretty good. Down a little bit on what we thought motorcycle-wise, but we're here at the MAC now, and I think some good things are happening. And I guess the good thing that came out of this is we got the mayors together, and the mayors are kind of brainstorming a little bit. So there may be some changes for next year to make this more exciting. And this year we couldn't raffle a bike, and the board got together yesterday, and we will be doing a motorcycle next year. So we'll have tickets on sale here shortly. We'll be back in the saddle again, so to speak. I think it's cold. We've had enough of it, and it's time to get in there and do what we do best, and it's raffle tickets and sell motorcycles. You know, that's it.
As was planned, they pulled out of Mineshaft Harley-Davidson at 10 o'clock and trekked about 110 miles through Prestonsburg, Salyersville, back to the Mountain Arts Center, where they had awaiting a great silent auction, a lot of other ways to donate and help support the Shriners Hospital, great food, great entertainment, and a lot of great people who share a very similar support for the Shriners Hospital. For some of those people, the roots for that cause run very, very deep.
Well, you know, my best experience I could share with you is I had a niece born, and she would have never been able to walk. And this was even before I was a Mason or Shriner or anything. And I had the privilege of taking her and her mom to Shriners Hospital. And today she is a 50-year-old lady, a beautiful lady. She walks perfectly. They cured her hips. I took them down there, and when I did, this was back in the early 70s, and I give them $50 out of my pocket at that time for a little extra spending money. I went back a week later to check on them, and they come out, give me the biggest hug in the world, and give me my 50, and they said, "You don't need nothing here." And that was the reason I become a Shriner. Since then, I'm just telling Jimmy earlier, right now I have 2 employees that take their kids to Shriners Hospital. And tomorrow, my wife and I are going to Lexington, and we're taking another young man to Shriners Hospital. So you can't never do too much for the children or for God. So I'm very proud to be part of this organization.
So a wonderful cause and a wonderful time had by all. But the bottom line is that if they just reach one child, one family who needs any of the services that Shriners offers, it's all worth it.
That's the whole thing. You never know what you're doing out here, who you're going to touch or whatever, but we're out here just trying to find that child that needs help. And maybe this will just, somebody can say, well, what is that? What are they doing? Oh, they're riding for the Shriners Hospital, so hopefully that'll work.
It just takes one to make it all worthwhile.
Well, that's it. If we can find one, and we may never know it, but we're after that one that needs our help.
Up next, the community calendar announcement or two brought to you nightly by Magoffin Farm Bureau. A few birthday wishes to pass along to you tonight. The first one says, please wish a happy belated birthday. I think his birthday last Friday or so, maybe Thursday. It said to Jack Brown, but nevertheless, happy birthday wishes to you from a host of friends and family. Jack Brown, happy birthday to you. This next one says, please wish C.M. Gasparic a happy birthday from a host of friends and loved ones as well. Happy birthday. Remember, we love birthdays. If you've got one, someone's having one, send it to me. I'll tell everyone about it. And I'd also like to take a minute to tell everyone about Vacation Bible School at the Sayersville First Baptist Church coming up in a couple of weeks on August the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 5:45 to 8, where they will be unearthing the truth about Jesus in their Destination Dig Vacation Bible School, Sayersville First Baptist Church on Dixie Avenue across from Raymond Park, August the 2nd. And remember, calendar announcements are free for your church, group, club, organization, nonprofit, what have you, and birthdays and anniversaries too. You just got to tell me so I can tell everyone else. Moving on this evening, we go to funeral service announcements, and came in to find out this morning that services were actually held yesterday for Larry Phillip Isaac. Larry, at the age of 73, passed away on Thursday, as I told you on Friday's program. The son of the late Keene and Rhoda Williams Isaac. He survived by his wife, June Louise Thacker Isaac, daughters Tammy Sue Sloan and Sherry Lynn Francis and Phyllis Ann Martin, Marlena Jenkins, as well brothers Pearl Isaac, Lee Isaac, James Odell Isaac, sisters Renda Ross, Edna Mead, 7 grandkids, and 2 great-grandchildren. Services were held once again yesterday. Angelia Diane Prater Rudd. Angelia Diane Prater Rudd, 73, of Mash Fork, passed away on Friday. The daughter of the late Lacey and Anna Conley Prater. She survived by her husband Cecil Rudd, sons William Matthew Goebel and Timothy Neal Howard, daughter Jennifer Rudd, and 4 grandkids and 1 great-grandkid. Funeral services are going to be held tomorrow morning at 11 from the First Community Baptist Church. Burial will follow at the Conley Cemetery. Friends can call on the church this evening and prior to tomorrow morning's services. Taryn Seville Bentley, 81, of Lick Creek, passed away on Friday at his home, the son of the late Ocean Myrtle Ritchie Bentley. He survived by his wife, Maddie Patrick Bentley, sons Troy Bentley and Tim Bentley, daughter Kim Bentley, sisters Ava Trent, Marvella Bowles, Deanna Roberts, 7 grandchildren, and 15 great-grandchildren. Funeral services will be held in the morning at 11 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Friends can call in the funeral home for visitation for the rest of this evening, and the family has requested that in lieu of flowers, contributions be made to the Taryn Bentley Memorial Fund at the Magoffin County Funeral Home. And lastly, 72-year-old Molly Combs of Little Road in Royalton has passed away today at her home. Arrangements incomplete, but to be announced soon by the Sayersville Funeral Home. It's time to play the Lee's Famous Recipe Daily Lunch Special Game, where behind curtain number 1 we have our super tasty country fried steak sandwich, and behind curtain number 2 our famous chicken sandwich with lettuce, pickle, and mayo, and you can get either one of those on a bun or a biscuit. But wait, behind curtain number 3 our extra famous footlong with homemade chili, and all 3 come served with our famous hand-dipped potato wedges and a drink. Monday through Friday for lunch from 11 to 2 for just $5 plus tax. You're a winner either way you go at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Just click on ConleyTire.net and you can shop for tires, find out more about services, brands, wheels, rims, their free coffee, free Wi-Fi, and free local shuttle service, and of course the latest and greatest current offers and specials like how right now you can get up to $150 back on a set of Goodyears. That's ConleyTire.net, or you can always stop by in Staffordsville or give them a call at 297-2424. Call the pros. All Pro Gutter Works specializes in seamless gutters, vinyl siding, metal roofing, replacement doors and windows, remodeling or adding on to your home with free and fair estimates backed by decades of happy and return customers with guaranteed satisfaction and 18 months 0% financing. All Pro Gutter Works. 349-9999. Stop in JJ's Burgers and Beer for the weekend specials like 10 boneless buffalo wings and an 18-inch pizza, any toppings, for $14.99. Stop by any day of the week and get any 16-inch pizza for $9.99 and any 18-inch pizza for only $11.99. They've got a different sandwich or soup special every day of the week, big gourmet class hamburger combos, and your favorite domestic beer, $2.49 a bottle or $7.99 by the bucket. JJ's Burgers and Beer at Speedy's in Sagersville. Governor Beshear addressed the state of Kentucky today in regards to the Delta variant, also providing some other COVID-19 data. Currently, to date, 470,680 positive cases in the Commonwealth, and our death toll stands at 7,301. It's the positivity rating which has most notably increased since our last state update. Down around 2%, a little bit below for quite some time. Now, well above 5. To date, 2.2 million, actually 2,248,235 Kentuckians have been vaccinated. The positivity rating, which was at 1.9% on the 1st of July, just a couple of weeks ago, is 5.48% today. New coronavirus cases in the Commonwealth and the positivity rate have been rising for the last 3 weeks consecutively. And once again, that 5.48% is the highest since late March. That is very significant, with less than 50% of the state being vaccinated.
50% shot that anybody you're talking to in any of these red counties is unvaccinated, which means that, as you will see, that it's what Scott Gottlieb, who was I believe the FDA commissioner under President Trump, says is if you haven't gotten vaccinated and you haven't had COVID, you're going to get the Delta variant. And this shows you how much of the state, if we take a 50% mark, could be at risk. But let's do more than that. Let's take it a step down. If this is concerning, where is it really concerning? These are counties with less than 40% of their population vaccinated, meaning that it's more likely than not that the person that you run into is unvaccinated, putting them at high risk for the Delta variant, which obviously can spread and spread quickly. So our areas of concern where the Delta variant can hit and where we're worried about is both in certain age groups demographically as well as regionally. And these, and Dr. Stack will be able to basically show you in different ways with the United States map where you see the least amount of vaccinations or where you see the most cases of the Delta variant.
With that and other data and information in hand, the governor says that fully vaccinated Kentuckians who work where you would be considered at significant public exposure should consider wearing a mask in indoor public spaces. That's for fully vaccinated people. We also know that the governor is recommending going back to masking in indoor public settings for those of us at high risk of severe coronavirus infection because of pre-existing health conditions. While the data on the actual number of Delta variant cases is still unknown, they do consider it to be highly on the rise. I know I saw a report earlier today that said in Lexington, for example, through their health department, one of the two largest cities in Kentucky, that 99%, going back to March of 2020, 99% of all the cases they have seen were in unvaccinated people up to the last 3 weeks. From the 1st of July, they're also starting to see that fully vaccinated people are starting to make up about 20 to 25% of the new cases, considering the Delta variant and how extremely dangerous and contagious it is. What the governor calls a serious risk, a fatal risk to those who are unvaccinated. Now let's take a look at your Licking Valley RECC outlook. Again, we are due for a forecast like this, one of the driest we've had in weeks. Enjoy it for as long as it lasts, because we could be right back to that stormy, wet pattern in a matter of days. I'm not going to go there and speculate, but so let's just enjoy what we have at hand. Your forecast calling for partly cloudy skies tonight and a low of right around 60 degrees and some patchy fog. Look for a little AM fog for the next several mornings, and look for the mid and stretching into upper 80s for daytime highs throughout the rest of your forecast, and look for some dry conditions. Check that out. Not a single speck of green in your forecast in that whole screen. That is great. 85, mostly sunny tomorrow. Remember, some morning fog and a light northeast wind, but mid-80s, mostly sunny. Perfect. Wednesday, a little warmer, hitting up to around 87 degrees. Nighttime low still in the low 60s, around 63. Sunny, mostly clear for your Wednesday. A little fog in the morning. That's the only blip on the radar. And Thursday, essentially a mirror image of Wednesday's forecast. 87 again, 63 again. Mostly sunny skies, just a few more clouds and partly cloudy that night. Some fog in the morning and nothing more than a light wind that evening. So there is your forecast through Thursday at least. Completely dry, full of sunshine, mid and upper 80s. And that's where the sure thing as far as dry conditions in the forecast is. At least that's as far as it goes, because Friday will be our next chance of some showers and storms, but it's only a small one, and we only have a small chance Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But after the next several dry days, we'll go back to storm and shower chances to the tune of 30% across the board. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, down to 20 on your Monday. Mid to upper 80s all the way across the board. Mostly sunny skies, and still a great forecast, and definitely a lot drier of a pattern than what we have had to endure. Looking forward to it. That'll wrap it up for tonight. Thank you for watching. See you back here tomorrow.